Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right? I'm gonna come looking for you if you don't.
That was great, gentlemen. TransTrem Thursday on 6/6/2024, and it is now 8:19 p.m. And we are ready to go. We starting off jamming, man. We hit the ground running. How you boys doing, man?
Cheers to everybody in the chat. I see you there, but if I start typing while I'm counting, it's going to get all messed up. I thought I had to cut Ryan off there for a second. I was like, fuck, wait a minute, what?
No, all good.
Typing in the middle. I'm like, so yeah, I see you all. Love you all. Carry on.
Yep. Everybody in chat, welcome in tonight. We have got some great stuff tonight. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about, some things to celebrate, some announcements to make for a giveaway that's going to happen very, very soon. A lot of people may have been confused. It's not tonight. We're going to announce a special show that we're going to do it, but we got a lot of stuff to get to.
If it was tonight, if everybody thought it was tonight, we'd have more than 60 in here. It'd be like double that.
Well, it's for members that have been members for 3 months.
Right.
So there's actually only 46, I think, that qualified. So you have a 1 in 46 chance of winning that guitar. Now, I said it would be either on the 2-year mark of us starting the channel or the day that we hit 3,000 subs, I would get those selections. So the day that we hit 3,000, which we're at 3,100 and some now, I went in and I got a list of everybody that has been a channel member for at least 3 months, and it is already in the picker and it's ready to go. And
so you said 46?
I think it's 46. Let me look.
Minus 2, right? Minus me, minus Trev.
46. Yep. So
minus, is anybody else Canadian? That's
well, whoever wins is going to get something worked out. Yeah. They may not get a guitar shipped to them, but they will get something. So
which
big bag of cash.
Was that still a mystery? Which guitars it's going to be? I think we confirmed one of the two, anyways, right?
No, it's going to be the PRS, the SE McCarty 594, whichever one that. I think that's what it is, the McCarty. But we'll get into that in a little bit, and we'll talk about that. But we have a special guest tonight, so I think he's just about to arrive. Yep, there he is. He's ringing the bell. So let's get him in here. It is Mr. Robbie EH5150. Welcome to the stage.
The thrombosis of the thrombosis.
Throb Johnson.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Man, we are doing well. How about you? Everything going good?
I got one question. I mean, can you fucking guys even play? I mean,
no. We fake it till we make it.
Right.
Tell you what, that sounded absolutely incredible. You
Thanks,
guys
man.
Rock, man. It sounds great.
Had a little bit of a rough start to it.
Randy, I'm gonna start calling you Yingve.
Yeah, this is a Randy showcase. This one.
Yeah.
You guys rock. Good job.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Ingate Malmatine.
Were you locked up or locked down?
Me? Oh yeah, I was locked down one step for most of it.
Yeah.
And then I came out and I was like, let me see what I can do with the bar, and just started playing around. So
I quite like that.
Yeah, it sounded pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Get those chords with the bar down and bring it up.
Bring it up a little bit, stretch it, and then move on. Yeah. Had a little bit of a EVH feel to it, maybe. I don't know. Sounded good.
Did sound good.
But I had a little bit of a rough start on it because I usually have all 3 delays on when I play that lead stuff. And for whatever reason, my PCM 70, when I hit my switch here for the first time, it doesn't switch. So I hit it, and I'm like thinking that it's going to be there. And I was like, that doesn't feel right. So I had to hit it again. But anyway.
That's nothing. I was building a preset right up until it was my turn. I bailed on the pitch effects because I didn't have time.
Sounded great. Let's get over here and let's give a big, huge shout out to all those channel members that we've got. We do have channel membership available on the channel. So you get some benefits of getting your name in green, getting called out on each and every single stream that we do, and as you see, sometimes qualifying for some kind of cool giveaway. So big shout out and a thank you to all of our channel members. We appreciate each and every one of you. Should be a join button over there underneath the video tonight if you should choose to support us in that manner. We do appreciate it. So thank you to everybody, all our channel members. Let's get over here to the chat and see who is here. Let's see. First off, I think I need to get to a couple of these. Herb Fireside Studio showing his support for the channel. Member for 10 months, same time to rock. Welcome in, Herb. Boner Jams with the big $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Boner. He says, I am not here to play with emotions, but I do have 51 unfiltered pics of my pleasure aerial nation. Please send requests to Randall Price. Happy Thursday, boy.
He's my gay hall pass.
I don't know who Randall Price is, but okay.
And we had Richard Donaldson showing his support for member for 1 month. Let's go Boston Celtics for NBA championship. You know, I don't really watch basketball, not since Michael Jordan. I haven't really watched basketball, gotten into it. Also, Patty Dill showing her support. Member for 10 months. She's using that to say, always a great show, even with Rob Johnson.
Even with.
I appreciate it.
Oh, Patty Dill has a sense of humor. Rock on, Patty. One of our biggest channel supporters. Thank you, Patty. And then one just in, Larry. For a $10 super chat, he says, question, how do you guys deal with the StreamYard's lag when you're trading leads on one track? We have just been fortunate so far that we all have pretty good broadband connections and using high quality stuff, gear to get our sound into the computer. And it just seems that we have been fairly lucky.
Easy answer is we lag together.
There you go. There you go. If you watch the live show, it seems pretty good. If you watch the replay, you may hear a little bit of a lag following on some of the stuff. So, got to be here live to hear it at the best. So
yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think most of it comes across on the replay stuff afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, actually, YouTube's crappy algorithm that's screwed it.
Yeah.
StreamYard comes in nice.
Could be.
YouTube records it, puts it out, and you get.
Yeah. But I think it does help that we all have a pretty fast connection.
Tracking track into the Roadcaster instead of having it playing off your PC.
Oh yeah, that would be awful. I would lag with myself if I did that. So
I think that's R2 does that, right? When he's playing
That
his
sounds
album
like
track.
shit.
Yeah.
Not
There you
anymore.
So that's the best answer I can give to that. All right, let's get over here and see who is in the chat. Scrolling on up all the way to the top. And let's see. Rob, if you see anybody here, give them a shout out. Anybody that's jumping in to say hello to you.
Yeah, a whole bunch of people. Dwight Bailey, how you doing, buddy? Keep up the
Right
great
on.
videos.
Right on.
Hitman.
Yeah.
Dwight. Hitman. All right, all the way up to the top here. First one that I saw in was Mark, channel member Mark. Right on, hit the like and share. Thank you, Mark. Channel member Paul McNary is here. No cats tonight. Let's see, we've got channel member Richard Donaldson. Says, hey, y'all, rock on. Right on. Channel member Rob Blackmore Official is hanging out with us.
Robbie.
There's Rob 5150 EVH in the chat and on the panel saying howdy, howdy. Good to have you here tonight, Rob. Let's see. Channel member El Barge is here, getting hot in here for TransTrem Thursday for the win. Right on. Channel member Florida Claimers Ted is hanging out. Good to see you. And as we saw a little earlier, Patty Dill is here. Welcome in, Patty.
In the chat.
Let's see. Who else we got? There's Dan Gorman hanging out.
Quentin James, I
PG.
don't know if I ever properly mounted my paper towel as well. My fiance has me doing the toilet paper and the paper towels the proper.
She overrides anything you say,
Yeah,
Quentin.
I really don't have much to say anymore. So.
Yeah, but does she wrap the toilet paper over or under?
That's what we're talking about.
Under.
It's under.
Else goes
Oy
over.
vey.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
you know what?
divorce.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R2, R3 Locking Nut is here saying good luck everyone with the guitar giveaway. Yep. We'll be talking about that in just a minute with some details. Mitch Heyman is here saying hello to myself and the crew. Welcome in, Mitch. Good to see you, sir.
Mitch.
Let's see. Who else is hanging out with us tonight? We have, there he is again, Herb of Fireside Studio, channel member, saying howdy to everybody. We've got channel member Andrew Knox saying, what up, peeps? Good to see Andrew. Welcome in.
Hey, man.
Let's see. Rob Blackmore official is here, channel member. Did we say hello to him? We're going to say hello again if we did.
Robbie!
What is up? There he is. Channel member Jimmy Bida saying, what's up, everybody? Good to see you, Jimmy. Let's see. We've also got hanging out is channel member Hillary is here. Happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday right back to you.
Oh, Hillary.
Wall of Cries is hanging out. Let's see. We also have. There's channel member Ferd Burfel saying hello to everybody. Good to see you, Ferd.
Ferd, how are you, buddy?
Let's see. We've got channel member Hip Metalworks is hanging out. Welcome in, Hip. Always good to see you, sir. Wayne McConnell is here. Good to see you, Wayne. Let's see. We have got channel member William De Silva is hanging out. Good to see you, sir. Let's see. I think I remember William being one of the big winners on last giveaway that we had. It was like $100 Guitar Center gift certificate, I think.
Yeah.
So let's see. 420 Fred is hanging out. Good to see you.
Hey, Fred.
Who else is here? Lots of folks. Lots of folks. We said hello to Richard Donaldson already, didn't we? Channel member.
Howdy, neighbor.
I'll do it again.
Hey, Richard.
Let's see. Symmetry hanging out in the chat. I think I know that guy.
At this point, I'm just going to leave the fucking hat on until next Christmas.
Yeah.
We got George Barza is here saying Team LC. Right on. Welcome in from LC's channel. Appreciate everybody coming on over from LC's channel.
Yeah.
Channel member Blue Mox is here. TransTrem Thursday. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, Blue. Blue. Let's see. Did we say hey to Dan Gorman? We're going to say it again. Channel member McCollum Music is hanging out with us. Good to see you, Matt. Let's see. There he is. Quentin James, you're live on my live.
Of course we are.
You would know that, he would be going live same time that we do.
He's high as fuck, though. He just got his thing done.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Just be able to play guitar for 24 hours.
Channel member Cheryl Locke is hanging out. Good to see you, Cheryl. Let's see, who else we got? Blue Monks we said hello to. Channel member Charles, 75 in. Hey now.
Howdy, Doc.
Charles. I can't say much. I can't say much, but I'm going to say that I got a little sneak peek of something, but I'm not going to say how, and I'm not going to say what, but
we seen it.
Awesome. So that'll get some of the speculation going.
Hype.
Little hype.
Clarify, it wasn't me, Doc. I swear it wasn't me.
No, it was from the source, but we're not saying who it was or what it was. But
I just want to clarify that.
Awesome.
As usual,
Awesome.
I'm in the dark. I have
Trying to
no
push
fucking
me under the
idea what you're talking about.
Most everybody doesn't have any idea what we're talking about, and that's the whole point. Channel member Steve Brand is here. Welcome in, Steve. Good to see you, sir. Let's see. We said hello to Cheryl. We're going to say hello again. There's All Dave All Night channel member. Welcome in.
Dave.
Let's see. Who else is here? Who else? R2R3 is still chatting away. Hopefully R2 will be back and in action pretty soon. Let's see. We got Larry saying, hey, everybody. Hello, Larry.
Larry.
Welcome in. Let's see. We've got Sable's music videos hanging out. Welcome in. Always good to see you.
Sable, hope you're doing well. She's going through some shit. So everybody send a little bit of love to fucking Sable.
A little bit of thoughts and prayers and love and everything to Sable's music.
Positivity coming to you, man.
Absolutely. Let's see. Wayne McConnell, we said hello already, right? Let's see. Who else? Scrolling down, we said hey to William, All Dave, All Night, Andrew, Steve. I think we've just about caught everybody, right?
Yeah. Steve's been such a whore on all
down here.
Steve-O's been such a whore on everybody's channel. He's posting little clips of him.
Hey, he's copying me.
9 different channels. It's awesome. He's just killing it, too.
There's Eddie Fay is here. Welcome in, Eddie. Good to see you. Christopher Live Silva's hanging out. What's happening? TransTrem Thursday. OU crew. Man, we are just chilling. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, man. Let's see. Anybody else that I missed? I got Larry's got a question. Oh, we already got that. He did a super chat for it.
Did you get that on?
Justin in here. Justin.
Headed. Let's see.
Gene spliced.
Getting there,
Lawnmower
getting there.
Okay.
Smoke. Justin.
Still
It
scrolling.
sounded like you were ready to give up. So
Still scrolling.
make it shorter for you.
Can't Drive 55. Don't want to miss Can't Drive. Let's see. Who else?
Wrong channel.
Yeah.
Gotta go to the under the bus for that.
Do I qualify for the autographed Johnny Bean hat? Yeah.
That's the grand prize for Under the Bus Boys.
That's
Hey,
that
you got to
other
message
channel.
Kurt for that one.
There he is. Channel member Charles Green, the man, the myth, the legend.
The
What's
legend.
up, Charles?
Brother
Good to
Charles.
see you, sir. Let's see. Mega Dave is hanging out. Channel member. Welcome in,
buddy.
Mega Dave. Let's see. We got Wilma 2U1. Hey, guys. I am from Florida Claimers Ted's channel.
Ted's
Welcome
channel.
in.
Cool.
Absolutely. Welcome over.
Glad to see everybody hanging out. Let's see. Looking here. We got Diggard with Dave, too, is here.
Hey, Dave.
And let's see. Well, this just keeps getting longer every
I
show.
know.
There's Dwight Bailey. Welcome
Hey,
in,
man.
sir.
Do it
We're
again.
not,
We got
we're not
Uncle
Do it
Dude.
again.
We'll
Do
just
it
go.
again. Do it again.
Do it again. Do it
Do
again.
it again.
Do it again.
Please.
Dwight. The Hitman Bailey.
Love it.
Uncle Dude is here. Let's see. We said hello to Boner Jams. Welcome in, sir. Channel member. Good to see you. And there's channel member Bryce Regal is hanging out. R2D Tuna is here. KMC 85 is here. We got some stragglers that we're getting to. We got channel member Gene Splice is hanging out with us. We said hello to Mitch already. We got Cushman NYC. Welcome in. Welcome in. And there he is. Fruitcake Tony. Oh, you crew. Hey now. Welcome in, Tony. Always
Tony.
good to see you, sir.
How you
There
doing?
he is. Kurt, 5150 channel member. Hey now, boys and girls. Throb is here. Yes, sir. He is right there. So, all right. CMBR is hanging out. KMC 85, we said hello. Zach Thong is there. Welcome in. Welcome in. And let's see. Mark, we've got Christopher Sova. We've got, and I think, oh, here's a new one. Justin Kononovich.
Justin does a bunch of guitars. He's on the 5150 page. We've been
Right on.
Yeah.
Cool.
Welcome in, Justin.
Amazing replicas. Amazing replicas.
Yep. I
Right
was about
on.
to say that.
Right on. Did I say that right? Kononovich? Do you know, Rob?
Yeah, you said it right because I still struggle with it too.
All right. All right. Welcome in, Justin. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. Anybody that I missed, man. Let's see. Wall of Cries, we said hello. And Bass Clef Connoisseurs here. They just keep filing in, shuffling in. All day, all night, we said hello to. There's channel member Arkansas hanging out with us. Welcome in, Arky.
Arky?
Good to see you. You made your
Jimmy's
way
in the
up to
chat.
Montana yet?
Jimmy's in the chat.
We said hello to R2D Tuna. Let's see. Gene Spliced, we said hello. Pretty sure. I think we've got everybody. Nope. Guitar Man 45 is here. What up, Bo? Good to see you.
Bo.
Hey, Bo.
Let's see. Smoke. Good to see you. Lawnmower Tapes. Did we say hello? We're going to say hello now. Let's see. Lord Bibby 42 is here. Man, everybody coming out of the woodworks tonight. Let's see. Patty says, look at all the great people here tonight. Thumbs up.
Look
Yeah, that's
at
right,
all-
Patty. Thank you for the reminder. If you're liking what we're doing, please hit the thumbs up. It certainly does stimulate that algorithm. The last show that we had like 100 thumbs up, and I got all kind of response back on a lot of the shorts that I had. A lot of new subscribers off of that, and I think a lot of it has to do with showing that positivity for the videos with the thumbs up. Arf the Dog Said is here.
It's
Welcome
the
in.
Rob Johnson effect. Way to go, Can't Drive.
Let's see. Furry Z is here. Edwin Crane is here. Let's see. Close enough. Kanonovich. Close enough. Okay. Welcome in, Justin.
Go with that.
We'll just say Justin from now on.
Justin
We
can't.
got Han Solo
right
is
on.
here. Welcome in.
Hey, buddy.
Good guys.
88,000 people here tonight. Yep. 88,000.
Right on.
Let's see. Jimmy Biter.
90 now.
$20 to say congratulations on 3,000 greatest show on the YouTubes. I don't know about that, but thank you, sir. Appreciate all your support, Jimmy. We appreciate it.
Because he's on here so much.
Right. All right, that's the end of the chat. I think I've gotten everybody. If I should have happened to have missed you, please say something and we'll say hello. So, Rob is down there like, come on, guys, hurry up. I'm ready to get talking.
To do.
Jeez, go.
Yeah, 34 minutes. I mean, we definitely blew our record at that one.
Hey, I'm slowing down in my old age.
But,
Now,
it was the TransTrem intro, and we did the whole...
I was just about to ask, did that include all of that? 34 minutes in.
We're all in, and we had a pretty long intro. So
Right.
it's all good.
All right, so what are we going to talk about tonight? Rob, you're here. You got some things to present and talk about?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, kind of. I mean, not really too much on the guitar front. It's just been real crazy. Work has been insane. My daughter's getting married in a week, and my son's going to have my son and daughter-in-law going to have their first baby and end of
Wow.
Holy smokes.
married on October 26th. So
Wow.
to an amazing lady who told me right before we went live, she says, "You're going live tonight, right? I mean, I'm going on Ryan's show." She doesn't know what OU812 means. She knows some, but she, whatever.
Yes.
So, she says, "Oh yeah." She says, "He's the guy that plays that little guitar like you do." And she goes, "Why does he sound so good? And when you play on the computer, you sound awful." And I'm like, and I'm not a technical guy. "Well, you've been doing these shows since 2015. She said, "So why don't you get the equipment so you can sound like these guys?" She goes, "I'm trying to push you to be better." And I'm like, "You are not the first one that's told me that." So I think now I'm under the gun, guys. So I listen to you guys, Randy and John and, Trev, and certainly you, Ryan. You guys are rocking. So, I sound great when I'm sitting here playing through my own rig. But when I go on, I think it's time to upgrade the equipment a little bit so we can start track this shit.
Yep.
You can thank her for that, by the way.
Well, hey, whatever it takes, man. Whatever it
Step in
takes.
the right direction.
Little inspiration, and your woman telling you to go ahead and do it. I mean, better jump on that right away before she changes her mind.
Yeah, with hurricane.org.
So yeah, we'd love to help you out and get you sounding good, man. Get you in and jamming with us at some time.
Yes, sir. But no,
Absolutely.
Good. Yeah, like there's a few little projects in the works, but
a few.
Yeah, just a few. Ryan knows about a couple, but I brought out a kind of a different one tonight. So this is a blueberry or blueberry, what do you want to call it, Frankie? And for a couple of years, I got it off of Chad Wall. And I'll tell you, this guitar plays incredible. I put it's got a 84 reissue, but I got a big steel block on it from Michael McGuire at Period Correct.
Huge.
That thing is huge.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
I really love the colors on that.
So I've been kind of messing around with that tonight a little bit. But
Whoa.
Did Eddie ever play
man.
one that color or no?
Wolfgang did with
Okay.
one of his basses, but the Frankenstrat, the blue one, is kind of a fan creation, I guess you'd call it. I don't think Eddie ever really had one of those. It was just kind of one of those things, everybody's doing the replicas, and I kind of strayed from the ones that Eddie's done. I've always kind of kept my collection like that, but this is one that I was just like, yeah, that's pretty freaking cool.
Pretty cool,
Well,
man.
I think the inspiration for that color, can you hold it and flip it up to the back again?
Sure.
All right. See on this one how it has the red smear around the edges?
Yeah.
So the real guitar had that color blue smear around the edges.
Yeah.
So I think maybe somebody got the
Reversed it.
idea. Let's reverse that and see
Bizarro
what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very cool, man. Very cool.
Yeah, and she plays great. I mean, really does. Plays incredible.
I love that hockey stick, man. That looks so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That thing looks accurate.
Yeah.
Who made the neck for that? Do you know?
So this is a Musicraft neck.
Really?
Yeah, a Musicraft neck, and I believe it's a lock body.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think it's a what is that in the pickup? I think it's a Duncan 59. Lloyd Rose 84 reissue. Like I said, and I did all the upgrades on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, pretty fun guitar, kind of cool. It's actually one of my main players. When I actually sit down and play, I'll typically go to this one just because it's so smooth. You know?
Very cool. You want to let us hear how it sounds? We'll go ahead and we'll all shut up and we'll turn your echo cancellation off here.
Can't remember how it goes from there.
Cool. Man.
I should probably learn the solo before I try to play it on.
We don't.
She's definitely on guitar. Actually plays, has a lot of really good tonal qualities to it. It definitely resonates a lot, and I think a lot of that is because of that big steel block in the back. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's touching the wood too, right? You got it pulled.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can hear this.
Oh yeah.
You hear that
What's
thing?
the neck shape on that? What is that?
This is it's basically I can't tell you what I had it made exactly like a Music Man.
Okay.
Whatever the profile is. So it's asymmetrical. I can't tell you what the numbers are, but I'll tell you, it feels just like the 5150 really does. Yeah, it's really got some. It really has an incredible feel to it. Nice super low action, but it's it's the same profile as the 5150 or the Ernie Ball Music Man. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Make me want to grab it through the screen and plug it into this rig and see what it sounds like.
Well, you have any of you guys, have an open invitation up here to Dojo 5150.
Yeah. Got to make that happen at some point for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely.
I think we got a few new folks filing in. I saw Brendan B Squared is here. What is up, Brendan? Good to see you.
Hey, cheeks.
Let's see. I saw channel member Gretch Zeppelin filing in.
Gretch.
Welcome in. Good to see you, sir. And if I've missed you, say hello down there. I think we said hello to Mitch. Yeah, I think we did.
Get the bass clef.
Quentin James says, I discovered a dent on the 4th fret on the G string. Think I'll just move.
That's the drugs talking.
Your G string will follow you wherever you go.
Deputy Van Halen is here. He says, cool guitar. Right on. A lot of good comments about that guitar. Everybody digging it. Right on, man. That thing is cool looking. So, do you want to kind of elaborate a little bit on your project that you've got going on, or is that going to be kind of a secret reveal?
No, I'll elaborate a little bit. So you guys have seen the Les Paul. It's in the other room, but you've seen the Les Paul.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
So I have, well, it's up there, but I have the RWB TransTrem that's just sitting here waiting for a guitar to go on. And the Les Paul, you guys all know some people say Eddie recorded Me Wise Magic on that guitar. It's kind of speculation because a lot of, back in 97, 98, he said he did it on the Fire and the Hole guitar. But it's the Les Paul guitar that's striped up like the 5150, says 5150 on it, and Eddie's got a Steinberger TransTrem on it. The one that I had on my replica it's been an S trem. So I finally got this TransTrem made by RWB, so I can't think of any guitar that would be a better candidate to go on. So she's going to go on that. I got to make a phone call to one of my local guitar luthiers, and this guy is just phenomenal. Yeah, yep. There it is.
Was it there? Did I have it?
That's it. Yep. And I'm going to have him set it up. Get it all squared away. He's not much of a TransTrem guy, but he can get it set up, and as long as he can get it set up, balanced, and set up to play in E, like Ryan and I said, I can do the calibration process myself. I can get it squared away from there. So that's probably something that's going to be happening in the next couple of months. I'm going to say a little bit. Yeah, that's the one.
Right there it is.
Look at that, eh?
Yep. And there's a couple other little projects in the works that I got coming. But I'll talk about those as we get a little bit closer.
Cool, man. Cool. Always a fun project if you're slapping a TransTrem on something.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Well, like I said, Ryan and I both got the GL2T. Because of him, I had to go out and spend an incredible amount of money to get a GM1T, which I wanted for a long time. So I think the two of us are going to have 3 TransTrems.
I just love hearing all these stories of everybody from the chat and on the panel. They're like, I blame you for how much money I've spent. I'm like, yes. Strikes again.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I see channel member X Bill is in the chat. Welcome in, sir. Good to see you. Sorry, Trev. Did you just?
Okay, that worked out perfectly.
you were posting one too, right? Can't Drive 55 says it's not a Les Paul anymore; it's a Moore Paul.
Now, what's the scale length on yours, Brian? Is that 25 and a half?
I think it's 25 and a half. Yeah.
Because the Gibson's 24, right? 24 and 3/4.
Well, I'm sure that it would have been cut to then make it the 25 and a half.
Oh, is it?
I would think. I don't know.
Or can you calibrate that trim for 24 and 3/4?
It has to be a certain length for the strings to work.
I'm just wondering if you just cut the bloody headstock off because, anyways, and then put the actual nut kind of assembly of a proper headless guitar.
Let me put this back up here real quick. All right. So let's look at something here for a minute. If you'll notice on this one,
I'll go get mine. Hold on.
you don't see any access here to get underneath the trim. There's no access to get to the adjustment screw, which is
on the Paul. You mean
right here?
Yeah.
See, this is why these have no bottom, so you can reach here and do the tuners. You also notice that it has no fine tuners, right? Because this is a different TransTrem than what I've got right here. This is the TransTrem that was used on the Steinberger guitar that had a headstock. I think it was the GS model, I think. And it had a longer screw that mounts to this bolt right here. It had a longer screw that would come through to the base of the guitar.
Okay.
So I think someone has custom made a longer screw and spring to go the length of that, guitar body down to where the strap would be, down on the bottom. And if you notice up top, there's also a Steinberger nut,
right?
And there's Steinberger gearless tuners on the headstock. So this is all pulled off from what a guitar would have had from the Steinberger with the headstock on it.
That's what, the G57? Is that what they...
No, I think it's a G. Is it a G? It's not a GP. It's a... Is it a GR? I can't remember what
I'm
that
sorry.
one is.
My eyesight sucks. It's a GS7.
GS7. There it is. Yep. So that's what that came off of for that guitar.
So those tuners up top are functional then. Yeah?
Yes, absolutely. So on this one, the scale length may not be as big of a deal because it may,
Right.
well,
Adjustable.
you do have it from your nut here down to the bridge. So maybe, I don't know. There's so many
It does look longer than
questions.
the Les Paul. When I'm looking at it, it does look like it's got a bit of a draft.
I was about to say, look at the spacing between the two pickups.
Yeah.
It looks fairly wide.
It's vast.
It's very hard to tell. All right, so let's see,
Robs.
Mr. Rob's here.
So the picture that you were showing was out of the Guitar Man magazine, I think in 1990-ish. So at that time, Eddie had it was a regular black pup. Years later, he swapped it out to a zebra. So that's why this is in here, because this is what the guitar would look like today. This is kind of a hobnog, whatever you want to call it, bridge, which looks like a TransTrem. But this is the guitar. It's a Chinese Les Paul. And, actually, plays actually okay. It's got the locking nut, which was Chris Hubbard did this for me. And, we did all the mods on it. So, Ryan, I'm going to be putting that RWB TransTrem in this. So it's all hogged out and routed out for it.
I see a cavity under there. Right?
Yeah, it's there's definitely some work on this thing to make it what it is. But I'm going to be bringing this guitar to him, and I'm going to have the RWB TransTrem put in there. So do you think that will, is this going to be kind of like that other guitar that you have, Ryan?
It's going to be a similar kind of thing. You may run into some of the same difficulties that I've had with not using a calibrated string. I'll have a pack of strings that I'll buy. I'll lock them down, and they'll work great. And then the same pack of strings, same brand, same everything, I'll have trouble with one of the strings that won't calibrate properly. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah. So basically, my game plan is, because I know this guy, he's a professional luthier, but everybody watching knows that there's not a lot of TransTrem people out. Unless Jeff Babbitts is going to do this, someone else from that caliber, it's going to be kind of it's going to be a challenge. So my game plan is, I'm going to bring the TransTrem to this guitar, and I'm not even going to put the clamps on. I'm just going to take the clamps right off, so they don't have to worry about it. That way it's way too confusing for someone that's not like us watching this show or on this call. We know kind of how to, I'll be honest with you. A regular Floyd Rose, in my opinion, is easier,
piece of cake,
fine tuned than a regular Strat. That's just because I'm so used to it. Now you take a TransTrem and you combine it into a guitar that is kind of like set up for a Floyd Rose. And you're doing the same thing. And Ryan and I both agree, calibrating a TransTrem is actually a very simple process. It's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth a few times with a couple of different processes. So my plan is to bring this guitar and that bridge down, and I'm going to tell him, hey, I want you to mount it, I want you to balance it, and I want you to make sure it plays in standard E440. And as long as it plays in standard E440, give it back to me. Great. Now I'll put the locking nut on, and I'll go through the painstaking process of doing the calibration thing for TransTrem.
Yeah.
This is the first guitar that I've ever had with a TransTrem that I'm going to have to use the regular strings, not the calibrated strings. I have to toggle with regular tuners and also a locking nut.
Yep.
So Ryan, I'll be pulling from you a little bit on that one.
Yeah, well, what I learned was that, if you look at the excuse me, where was it? Right here. This is the fire in the whole guitar.
Yeah.
So if you look up top, he does have the Floyd Rose nut on there, correct?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I figured out was I got a close-up picture of the bridge, and I think I've talked about this before. And you can see, and it's almost just like this.
Yeah.
And you can see where he had little dots marked where they all needed to go.
Right.
So you start with all of these in that position, and then you tune it by the tuners up top. You don't move these at all unless you just need to fine tune them after it's locked.
Yeah.
But it'll be a challenge, figuring out the proper, little tweak here and there. But it can be done.
So in a sense, it's like eyeballing a Floyd Rose bridge when you take the saddles off for the intonation piece, and you say, okay, this saddle's got to be real close to the edge. This saddle's got to be back. You're kind of eyeballing it the same way you would with a Floyd, correct?
Well, it's the jaws that you're moving, yeah, not the saddles.
Yeah.
Let's see. There was a comment here. Yeah. R2D2 says the GS model stays in tune better than all of my other Steinbergers, and there's no locking nut, just locking tuners that Ned designed. So that might be something that you consider with that one, maybe getting some of the Steinberger locking tuners and taking the nut off of there.
Yeah, maybe.
Or just the locks off of it.
Right.
But it's definitely, you're getting into something that wasn't designed to have a TransTrem on it. You're putting it on there, so there'll be some tweaking and playing with it.
Sure.
No Man's Land is here. It says, it was my understanding there would be loud guitars. The neighbors are getting restless. Well, TransTrem Thursday, you never know what you're going to get.
Right.
Let's see. I think I saw, there he is. Andy Carson, channel member, is here. Welcome in, Andy. Good to see you, sir. Let's see. Anybody else jump in? Dave M is here. Welcome in. Saying hi all. Well, I, for one, am anxious to see what you pull off with that thing if you're able to do it.
Yeah, I think it's, with the GL2T and then the GM1T, and I got this RWB bridge right here. I kind of toyed around with, doing the fire and the hole guitar, but to be quite frank, I got enough PD Wolfgangs. I got 5 of them, and the sustainer, the green sustainer with the 5150 mailbox numbers on it, like Ed had in 04. And I'm sitting here, I'm going, this thing has just been sitting here, and it's a great guitar. It's cool. It's got personality. I'm like, I'm going to give it a shot on this.
Yeah.
Right on.
I think it's the best call,
Yep. Yeah. The guitar that I have that has the locking nut on it and it's full headstock. I love the guitar. It's just I do get a little frustrated with it, and I really honestly think that the best transposing ones are the ones that will use, the double ball.
Yeah.
Now, R2D Tuna says that his best one is the one that has the headstock. So, I don't know. Your mileage may vary, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Mileage may vary, definitely.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's going to be kind of a fun project. I think, like I said, this has always been a guitar that's been fascinating to me. I only had it about 6 years. And honestly, this was never a guitar that I really thought that I would have in a collection. And then it turned out to, just be available. And I'm like, sure. And then, things continue to grow and grow. So, if you're going to have it, might as well put a TransTrem on it.
Yeah.
And I got to say, with RWB Precision, Ryan and I have been following them for a long time. That company be producing these devices. That's something that we dreamed of years ago, 20 years ago. It's crazy. It's actually it's in the realm of, possibility for a lot of folks to have one of these things.
And there's a lot of custom guitar makers that will make a guitar that you can put it on there,
For sure.
There's obviously some precision and measurements that would need to be done.
Reminds me of what my father used to say. With a big enough hammer and a sharp enough stick, you can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So
what is
let's
it
see.
like on that too, Trev? What did Archimedes said? Give me a lever and a solid place to stand, then I can move the world.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Jason Hobbs is here, says, just joining. Can you break the black relic EVH out? That would be Mr. Randall.
You've got one.
You've got one in your hand.
I do, but mine's modded. Because why, Ryan? I can't keep nothing stock.
Nope, you cannot.
Awesome, man.
So that's my black EVH Frankie relic.
Now, where did you get the pick guard for it?
Cheers, CC.
CC, what's up, man?
Oh, what's the name of that company? WD Music, I believe, is who did it.
Okay.
It's a Charvel pick guard, and which I have a beef to pick with them because they're the largest. Jesus Christ, they're the largest internet distributor of Charvel pick guards, like custom pick guards. The neck pocket on a Charvel is 2 1/4, not 2 3/16. So I had this pick guard had to be sanded on the sides of the neck so it would fit. Everything else is Charvel spec, but they boogered that up. You know, but yeah, I recently this is the second time this guitar has been modded. So we have the yellow, went for the fluorescent 80s vibe.
Well, it sounded great. I love how the volume knob is way down there on the bottom.
Out of the way, where it
Out
needs
of the
to
way.
be.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a tone knob, of course. Because,
Very cool.
You know, we got the yellow DiMarzio illuminator and the Air Norton S stacked rail humbucker in the neck.
Very cool.
So it's got some titanium goodies on the Floyd, blocks and screws. So
I see Jerry Leica is in the chat. Welcome in.
Hey, Jerry.
That's your buddy that had that guitar right there in your hand, isn't it, Rob?
Yes, it is. This was Jerry. This was Jerry's guitar. Jerry and I were just chatting the other day, actually.
Top on that thing is just absolutely beautiful.
And it's all custom, totally custom.
Very, very nice.
Got the original hot dog route and that Eddie's had, and the route underneath the Floyd. I don't know if you can tell. You can just
Yeah, I see it there.
Yeah, I can see it there.
Yep.
Very cool. Very cool, man. So what are your thoughts on, everybody is seeing the rehearsal stuff now for the Sammy and what do they call it? Best of both worlds. What are your thoughts on those clips that you've seen? Rob?
Wait, which one are you talking about, Ryan? You're talking about
The clips of them practicing for the Best of Both Worlds
On Instagram, right?
tour.
When did that come out? I haven't even seen that.
You haven't seen any of that.
I saw the 2007 stuff that was up on Facebook that keeps getting pulled down. Andrew Bennett's.
No. Sammy has been posting clips of them rehearsing for the tour that's coming up. You have not seen any of that?
See, I have not seen. That's on Instagram.
Yeah, I think so.
Instagram, yes.
Really?
Yeah. Are you friends with Mikey Mojo?
Oh wait, hold on. We're talking about.
Mikey Mojo.
Talking about that. Oh, okay. Now,
Then you should have been getting like all of them if you're friends with Mikey.
no,
Three or four times a day. Yeah.
Right.
talking about now. We're talking about Joe playing the.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we were for some reason. I thought you were talking about like back in 2004 when they were.
No.
Sammy and Sam.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, I saw Sammy singing "Love Walks In," and they're playing 5150, and I think it's cool. I mean, we're going to go see the show in Mansfield, Mass. And
Are you?
I don't know. I mean, let me just say this.
Well, let me ask you a question first. Are you going just for the nostalgia of it, or are you going because you think they're actually going to put on a good show? You think Sammy's going to sound good?
I'm going because there's nothing else out there anymore, and that's the last thing.
I'd be curious, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen Sammy Van Hagar and I've seen Joe.
Yeah,
it'd be an interesting mashup, but I never did go see Chickenfoot. 20 fucking years. So
Right, exactly. I mean, when I first saw him on Howard Stern, I was up there with the rest of the guys. Like, oh, come on, learn how to do the tapping part to Mean Street. I can do that. Like, you're seriously, dude. And but I gotta say, you can't expect a guy like Joe Satriani to play like Ed. You can expect guys like us to play like that because that's our passion. But I mean, I don't know. I think. You got Alex who's selling all his gear. He's not going to play anymore because he's not playing with his brother, and I totally respect that. You got Dave who's
Jenny,
Planet Pluto,
No.
and you got a guy like Sammy. You got Sammy and Mike, who have basically been begging Alex, Dave, everybody to come out. And you got Wolf who. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, you know what I would love to see more than anything? Sammy, Dave, Mike, Alex, and Wolf to go out and do a few shows because there's no doubt Wolf could play anything his dad played and probably even play it a little bit better with his own style. But he's not going to do that because that's not what he's about. And I get that and I respect that and I support that. So at the end of the day, you got Dave who's in Pluto. You got Alex who's selling his stuff, doesn't want to do nothing anymore. And
curmudgeon.
He's gone, and you got Sammy and you got Mike. You know what? That's the best we're gonna get. Kudos to you guys. Go out and have fun with it. Sammy's not going to sing in the same registers that he sang back in the 80s and 90s and even early 2000s. And I mean, good for them. I'm going out to see it just because I think it's the last thing we're going to see Van Halen, and I totally support Wolfgang. I love it.
yeah. Did you see the Dave Grohl troll where Dave Grohl was want to see me do a solo, and then he's
I still say as a Van Halen fan, hang on because I think it's great. Sammy and Mike are doing that with Joe and Jason, and awesome. I can't wait to see what they put out. I think it's great. They're not going to live forever. But I really think as a Van Halen fan, hang on because I think a bunch of live stuff is going to come out. It's inevitable. It's going to come out. We're seeing teasers here and there. I see Sammy will put out something from the other half, like a 93 concert, a couple of songs like, oh, dude, put the whole thing out, please. We know there's pro shot footage out there. We know I think it's inevitable it's going to come out. So I think as a Van Halen fan, we still got a lot of stuff to look forward to.
Cool. Yeah, I know a lot of people are talking about the songs being played, a step down or a step and a half or whatever.
Caleb Rappaport.
Yeah, Kleb.
Caleb.
Talks about how it takes the life out of a song, and there's some weight to that. It's
yep.
Absolutely. So
but the guy is fucking 77 years old. So.
Yeah, and that's why I say is that, for nostalgia that we want to go and we want to see it, we want to hear it.
And there are so many. I mean, Quentin says Phil X would be cool. And I kind of would want to see Phil X try and do something like that. He's a big fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And or Pete Thorne even.
Yeah.
Well, they said that they may have some guest guitarists coming up, so you never know who might show up.
Everybody's kind of doing their own little tribute.
Mm-hmm.
When they were on Howard Stern, and they, Sammy and Mike and Jason and Joe, and I mean, I'm going to give Joe a little bit of credit. I mean, I was a critic too. I'm like, oh my gosh, that doesn't sound, whatever. But you know what? I got to say, when they played 5150 and all those songs, it had its own kind of style. I mean, in my opinion, it had its own kind of style. And then you got Mike playing bass and Sammy singing, and it's a couple registers lower. But I mean, gosh, how can you, when there's nothing else happening in the Van Halen world, and I don't mean Wolfgang, because Wolfgang's doing his own thing, and I've seen both tours of his, and I'll keep going because I love the kid. I think he's doing amazing, and I'm whatever how that means, I'm proud of him, whatever that means. But this is the only thing that's happening in that.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's freaking cool as hell. The more I think about it, I mean, I was actually coming home tonight, listening to that Howard Stern, and he was playing 5150. And no, I mean, it doesn't sound like it does when I play it or he plays or
I'll
anybody.
bet he plays it better now already. Just after
I'm sure.
a lot more hours.
Because don't think for 1 second Joe wasn't paying attention and seeing all that stuff online.
Wasn't there rumors of seeing him with a headless guitar?
I saw
Any more settings than that?
I saw a headless guitar in one of those rehearsal clips.
Yeah, there's
just
there's,
a headstock.
there's rumors.
From here to there. That's what I saw. Joe's going to come out and he's going to do all those little nuanced bits in 5150, the little carry down from to from E to D, and it's going to be great. But it's going to be Joe.
That's my favorite Van Hagar song is 5150 song. That is my favorite song to play. It's my favorite song to listen to, and from the Hagar era, that Summer Nights.
Mm-hmm.
That whole album was on constant auto reverse in the tape deck in the Camaro, man.
Yeah.
6x9s, Alpine stereo, a couple of 5-inch speakers in the doors.
What do you guys think? I mean, are you guys excited for that, or do you think it's kind of a bunch of hogwash?
I'm going to go see it, but I don't think they're coming to Vancouver.
They're not. No.
I'm kind of the camp that Van Halen is over. You know. Anything less would be a disappointment for me.
Okay, but I mean, I'm looking at it from more of a celebration of life. Kind of like the wake where everybody shows up and honors their friend. Right?
I get that, but for me personally, I think it's done. It's done.
So let me ask you guys this question. So Wolf went out with Foo Fighters, and he played Panama, Hot for Teacher, On Fire. And I mean, it was absolutely incredible. I mean, insane. Do you? And now he says, "That's it. I'm done." Do you think instead of doing that, or also other than doing that, he should go out and do it for a few nights with Hagar and Mike?
I don't think he would.
I don't think he will, but I mean, do you think it would be cool if he did?
It would be very cool.
Oh, sure. If he was into it, if he was, let's do this. But I think that he is probably so frustrated with all of the drama that was in the Van Halen camp, just like all of the fans were, that he's like, I'm over it. That's done. That was my dad's music. I love it. Love listening to it. That was his tribute to his dad. And I think that anything that he were to do after that would kind of lessen what he's already done for his tribute for his father.
I agree, 100%.
Part of his life since he was in utero.
Yeah.
Early Valerie was at concerts when she was pregnant, and around the house he's always playing his guitar. He's in the kitchen cooking, playing his guitar. He's in the bathroom shitting, playing his guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta say that's exactly what I believe too, Ryan. I think would I love to see it? Would I love to see Wolf just say, you know what, Hagar, Vroth, if you want to come along or whatever, Mike, Alex, would I love to see Wolf go out and be his dad for a year on a tour? Absolutely. Do I think he would do it, or do I think he should do it? No, I don't. Mm-hmm. And I think he went out in class. He went out in style. Mm-hmm. And I got to give Sammy credit because Sammy recognizes that too. What did he say? We'll go out and do it one time for the big time. One time for the big time. He said, and you do a tribute show, a couple shows here or there, but I think the way that everything, I guess what I'm going to say, the fact that Sammy and Ed mended things and there was going to be this kitchen sink tour, that's the plan, and it was intended to happen. I can live the rest of my life knowing that I'm cool with that everybody was friendly, that was going to happen. It didn't happen. So Sam, Mike, go out, take whoever you want to take with you and have some freaking fun, and I'll come check it out.
I think Kurt sums it up pretty well here. At least that's my thought on it too.
After Twister soundtrack, hate to say it.
It was it. Yeah, it was done for me.
Yeah.
I really would have wished to see where it would have went with, Me Wise Magic and Can't Get This Stuff No More. I love that style of writing because it was a little more, I don't know, modern, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. But and I mean, now again, it's a nostalgia act. We can't argue that. Yeah. They're all old men, and they're out there having fun and
big part of
loving
our
it.
life is history now.
Yeah, so
It's like the Pantera thing. That started off as a tribute.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing pretty well, and I think now they're talking about writing music. And that
Well, you know,
break on them.
I'd kind of rather just sit here and, you know, play my own riffs and listen to. Something like that, right?
Very cool.
Yes, sir.
Caleb's waiting for it.
Summer night.
did it again, Ryan.
Once again, I've never played that song on here ever before.
Never at first.
So Rob, yeah, he's breaking out his there.
Yeah, I got the same exact one. Same exact one.
Very, very cool, man.
All rebuilt by Jeff Babbitt himself, and this is an 1985 Newburgh GL2T. I got this puppy back in 1999, and yeah, you guys know the story. I sold it, and then I ended up getting it back by. But yeah, great guitar. So much fun to play. This is definitely a showstopper. I bring this to EVH Con every year, and everybody wants to get up and play with it.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun.
Hey, like, don't touch it. That's worth more than your house.
Yeah.
And you got the little rubber band on the end too.
Yeah.
And say
That's
what
cool.
now?
The little rubber band on the end. The little
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
that on yours?
Oh yeah. I've got some spares actually too.
Can you send me a spare for my GM1T? I don't have one for that.
Well, that
I
all
can do
depends.
that. I can do that.
I need to get one. Yeah, so this is such a fun guitar to play. There's not a lot of people out there that have these, but I'm going to tell you, this is a guitar. If I did not have this today, I probably wouldn't be able to acquire another one. But
No, they have gotten so expensive that
I mean,
Why is that, guys?
if anybody can tell us, it's Randy, because Randy, as a guy who's never played one before, played one, a month and a half ago? And
man, you never played one?
I was kind of living vicariously through you at that moment when you were like picking this thing up. You're like, "Oh fuck!"
Oh, Randy, I'd love to see you play one of these. I bet you'd freaking rip the hell out.
Back in the,
There's video of it. I've played both of Ryan's.
back in the arcade.
Oh, I gotta check that out, bro.
did we have that on video or was it
Yeah.
before we did
Yeah.
we? Okay.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
on there.
All
I
right.
played the GM first and then the GL.
Okay.
And I immediately was like, dude, I like the GM way better.
Right? There's no
Well,
mask.
it's definitely more comfortable the way it hangs on your body.
Randy, let me ask you this, because I've had this guitar for, I don't know, over 30 years. It's just, and I remember Ed said in a interview that it's uncomfortable to play. Isn't it off balance? You play the GM, because I got one too. Isn't
Right.
it so much different? What was your overall thought when you were messing with the bridge? What did you think of it?
Well, it was one of those deals like when Ryan was showing me how it worked, and I was sitting there trying to figure out, and it's like a lot of muscle memory to figure out
Right?
where to lock that thing in.
Yeah.
And I've said it on here a few times, but it really made me realize how much work it takes to learn those Van Halen songs on those guitars properly.
That before or after you slayed on
Hang
body?
on. Let me say hello to Jovel de Pustas real quick.
Hello.
Welcome in. Did we say hello to CC? We're going to say hey to CC. We got Genocidal Maniac is here as
Hey,
well.
Genocidal.
Welcome in. No Man's Land we said hello to earlier. I saw a question here too. Hold your thought there, Trev. I wanted to, I think this was typed in here twice, so I want to answer it for Herb. He says, weren't the Aaron Norton and the Tone Zone pickups derived from Eddie's pickups or made with his assistance? There's a link to EVH in those.
Yes.
What happened with those is he was deciding between a couple of different pickups for the neck and the bridge, and the neck that he chose, the other one, they called it the Aaron Norton and sold it. And the same thing for the bridge. He chose his bridge pickup, and then they took the other one and sold it as a Tone Zone.
Right,
This is-
they're basically pickup A and pickup B, and he actually let Steve Lukather make the decision.
Yep, because he was like, I can't decide.
I think pickup B ended up being the one picked for the guitar, then pickup A was marketed as the Tone Zone. And same, like Ryan said, same with the neck.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, somebody just told me I have beautiful eyes.
You very sexy man, you.
They're so
Oh,
entrancing.
gosh, I just made my night. That's a genocidal maniac. Thank you.
So, Trev, that guy Rob has beautiful eyes. Well, thanks to the rest of the panel too. You know, so.
I gotta go, guys. I got some texting to do. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
All right.
Call that wedding off for a minute there.
Of course.
Yeah.
Let's put that.
Hang on. I'm still viable to other women?
Quentin James and Ed had so much swing, which is difficult to try to copy. You know, Quentin, I'm going to tell you one thing, man. In my opinion, He did. Ed had, I mean, his rhythm playing was just
Yeah.
insane.
Well, that swing, that pocket, it's
Yeah, and Trev, I'm the One is a perfect example of that. You know, I mean, we can all play it, but I mean, to have that swing like Ed did, there's this funk.
Now, would you also agree that it has to be done with Alex? Right.
Yeah.
That whole song and the way they're going off
There
each
was
other.
a certain synergy with those two
The brothers,
that you
right?
cannot duplicate for sure.
Right.
Kurt, 5150. A very specific $7 super chat to say congrats on 3,000 subs. Glad to see Rob on here. He is a true friend. Best of the best.
Send me some. I'm getting married in a few weeks.
Where's the bachelor party?
Yeah, right. Well,
So-
Kurt will be coming to the wedding, I think.
Right on. Where is it going to be in Massachusetts, or are you going somewhere?
Yeah, it's going to be in Massachusetts. It's going to be October 26th, Saturday. And we're in the planning stages now. And between my daughter's wedding next week and my son having a baby and work and my Jess's kids going into camp, it's like, gosh, we don't even have time. I finally put the deposit down on the venue, but it's just so much going on. It's crazy. I'll be surprised if we even can make it happen. But
Well, priorities, first things first. You got to get your guitar into the computer.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
no, the Les Paul TransTrem is the priority over.
Okay, there we go.
I don't care about my kids. I don't care about my fiance.
Wedding, schmedding.
Fuck them all.
Right.
So,
Deputy
I wanna
Van
know,
Halen. All
Randy.
right, go ahead, Trev.
did you play Claudia before or after you played the TransTrems?
What?
Claudia, when he was killed it on Claudia, playing the whole fucking Drop C song, start to finish. Was that before or after he played the TransTrems?
That was before.
Okay.
Was it before?
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
And
that,
we
was,
were all
that was what we
fucking,
introed the show into.
Yeah, and then he picked up the TransTrem. He's like, whoa.
That was what
Yeah.
we introed that show
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
Was
I can't-
Claudia.
I can't remember. We'll have to go back and watch it.
That's why
It's like an hour and a half long.
that was a lot of fun.
The Throbbinator's making a connection.
I
I
guess
had a great time.
he's backstage texting there. I think they're beautiful because they're a weird shade of green, and you don't usually see that shade.
It's a
Well, it's like
backhanded
Big
compliment.
Trouble in Little China. The guy with green eyes.
Favorite color.
Cynthia Retfire 42 is here. Welcome in. Good to see you. Trev, you had a thought a minute ago, and I interrupted you and said, hold that thought. Did you hold it and remember it?
That was the Randy question.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Well, to answer the Rob's question, really, with the between the GL and the GM, I'm a big dude. I'm 6'1". I'm big, stocky. As I was told, you're a big fucker.
Tell the story with that real quick.
I'll start.
So-
Tell Karen, I gotta hear it.
So I go to meet Ryan and at the Guitar Center in Atlanta, and I was running a little bit later, but I was like, I walked in, I'm like, if somebody's playing Van Halen, that's going to be Ryan. I'll just follow the sound of Van Halen until I get to Ryan.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there playing that Friedman Cali he had for such a short time through like a little
Which my buddy now owns.
right through a little Fender, one of the little Fender digital amps. And I just kind of walked around the corner. I'm like, that doesn't sound like a wet, dry, wet rig. And he just looks up at me and goes, "You're a big fucker."
Scared him a minute for a second.
But yeah, so the GM is much more comfortable for me to play.
It's got some mass to
And
it. Got some
even
weight.
using the little kickstand on the GL, it's kind of like, it's kind of weird. You know,
It's
and Kurt,
it's I don't know. I guess I've just kind of gotten used to playing it, but it is when I go and play the GM. It's like, oh yeah, this is much more comfortable. So for sure.
It's just
You got a super soft spot in your heart for that GL2T though, right?
Oh,
That's
of course.
kind of your baby.
This has the better tone in my ears for sure.
So does
Yeah.
mine. But I'll tell you, I told Ryan because it's funny. I mean, I've had this guitar, like I said, since '99, and I tell you, it's just it just doesn't feel balanced to play. It's hard for me to play. I can play it, but it doesn't feel.
Fighting it the whole time.
And I've always looked at the GMs like, oh man, one of these days I want to get a GM, with the one humbucker, because it reminds me of the Kramer, and the black with a white binding because it reminds me of the Humans Being PV Wolfgang. There's so much about that guitar, and it's got the TransTrem that just I love. And I'm like, I always ask myself, why did not Ed play that guitar? Why didn't he play that guitar?
Yep.
But he did have a GM2T that apparently he played on Pleasure Dome. Brian, you know what I'm talking about?
The white one, the wood-bodied one.
Yeah,
That one right there.
Now, that is supposedly, according to interviews back in the 90s, the guitar that recorded Pleasure Dome.
Yep.
Okay.
According to the interviews back then. And I don't listen to anything that Ed said after the late 90s because he forgot.
Yep.
But that is supposedly the Pleasure Dome guitar.
The current pickup in the 5150 is a PV Wolfgang pickup.
Wolfgang. Yep.
Yeah,
That's my understanding.
That's what I've been told. Unless they switched it out, it's a PV Wolfgang.
Yep. CC. Says $9.99 super chat to say tame care of my guitars, Kurt. If you ever need anything, I honor first right of refusal. Huh?
Earlier in the chat, CC was mentioning that he's got a little bit of health struggles right now. He's taking some blood thinners because he's trying to get rid of a blood clot.
Mm,
And all our thoughts and fucking love are with you, brother.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I actually think that he meant to say take care of my guitar,
Take care.
Rob.
No, I honor first right.
Because that's the story with your GL2T right there, Rob, is that used to be owned by CC, correct?
Sold it to him, got it back.
Yeah. I'll give the real, brief thing on this. This guitar I bought back in 1999. It was didn't have a straight faceplate on it. I bought it for $600, and I was just like, "Whoa! I got a Steinberger with a TransTrem." So it came in, and it had one of the earlier TransTrems on it, which was totally fried.
Yeah.
Totally fried. It played great in standard, but it really didn't work in anything else. And I called my good buddy Scott Smith, who I was just talking to the other night, by the way, and he said, "You know what? That was back in the days when Ed Roman was around." And I told Ed Roman, and I said, "Hey, can you help me out?" And he wanted something like $200,000 for a freaking
Right. Yeah.
no. Okay. This is back in 1999. And Scott said, call this guy called Paul Hawley, I think was his name, from Peekamoose in New York. So I got over to them, and they said, yep, send us the guitar. And they put this TransTrem on. And I think it was like $1,500, which at 1999, I'm like trying to like pinch pennies. My son just was born and we just got married a couple of years before, and got it all squared away. And they put it on, and I said, I got a GL2T, and then I played it for a couple of years, and I striped up the faceplate myself, and came out pretty cool. And you're in your mid-20s, and money problems come up and family stuff, and I ended up selling it. And I remember shipping this guitar out back in 2000, I think 2000 or 2001. And as soon as I walked out of the post office, I was like, I regretted it.
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I got a Wolfgang, a bunch of Kramers. I'm starting to do the striped guitars, getting into the whole game, and building up how to do all this stuff, whatever. But I lost my Steinberger. It was 2003 or 4. I think it was 4. Yeah, because it was during the reunion tour. I'm on eBay, and back in those days, you could actually message someone on eBay without, you could private message them on eBay.
Right.
And I saw this guitar, and it looked just like mine. There was a little notch right in here, and I'm like, that's the Steinberger guitar, because I couldn't remember who I sold it to. And I messaged the guy. I'm like, hey, this is Rob Johnson. I collect guitars and Van Halen stuff, whatever.
You may know me as Thrombonius Johnson.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Who? Yeah. He writes back. He goes, yeah, Rob, that's me. You want this thing? I'll pull the auction right now. Do you want it? I want it to go back to its home. I just don't play it. So not only did he sell it back to me and cancel the auction for what I sold it to him for, which wasn't a lot of money, he sent me a soft shell Steinberger case and everything. So I got it back. And I'm like, I can't believe this. This came back to its original, well, not original, but home. Played it for a number of years. Then back in 2019, our good friend Dave Nesdall, rest in peace, buddy. I love you to death forever. Told me go see this guy in Poughkeepsie, Don Greenwald, headless. You could say Natalie. You know, she runs it now, and she's doing a phenomenal job. You know, amazing. Awesome stuff. Can't wait to officially meet her. I actually drove out there and dropped this guitar off. And Don told me, he says, I'm going to have Jeff Babbitt's redo everything for you, take care of everything. And he did. Not only did they buff out the whole body, they replaced every bit of hardware on it, totally rebuilt the TransTrem, put all new springs and everything in it, new electronics. Did the 0 fret EVH mod, did possibly imagine new fret work. It cost me a lot of money. And I had a private party repaint the faceplate, professionally repaint it, as you guys can see. It's like glass. Yeah. And I got it back. So this is like a brand new GL2T.
Those things are like old Jaguars, you know.
Seriously.
They're great, but if you need something done on them, holy Christ.
Yeah.
This is a guitar that there's no way I'd be able to acquire this today.
Right. Yeah. Corvettes are like that too. You ever try and just change your brakes on a Corvette? Ain't no standard.
Well, there's one that Natalie just put up on Reverb.
Yeah, Ryan, what was that deal on that?
I'll be right back, boys.
It's a GL3T that they have also put a GL2T faceplate on it.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
And they're including the GL3T faceplate original with it, so you get two faceplates.
The 3 is 3 singles?
That's correct. And it was a version 1 TransTrem, which was the same as what Eddie's had.
That's the one with the screw in it?
That's the one where you adjust it with the screw that's in the ball end. And they had it converted, Babbitt's converted it to a 1.5 with a kit that RWB is supplying. Right on. So anybody that has any of the old version 1s and can't repair it, can't get strings or whatever for it, you can update it now with the RWB kit that they were selling. So I don't know how many of those are out there. What's up, Jay? Good to see you, man.
Hey, Jay. 701.
I mean, I've learned so much just hanging out with you fuckers for the last year and a half.
Right. But that guitar is listed for $14,999, so $15K on that guitar.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's like 20,000 Canadian.
Yep. So if you want one, they're getting rare and they're getting expensive. But
well, I guess maybe that's attributed to the supply and demand, and all of a sudden everybody realizes how cool they are and everybody wants one. So
yeah. Well, Natalie has mentioned that there has been a huge resurgence of a lot more interest in the Steinbergers now. And I told her it's because I do this show on Thursdays.
Right. And we got the whole
Thursday.
going.
Ryan, you got my vote. You got our vote.
Yeah. But Natalie was going to try to be on tonight. She will be on next Thursday. She told me 100% that she would be on next Thursday. So we'll be looking forward to that. Let's talk real quick. We have hit 3,000 subs on the channel. Right. And our arrangement, or what we announced, awesome. thank you, was that when we hit 3,000, we were going to give away a guitar. So we have a show scheduled, and I will put it up after this show ends, but it will be on Saturday. We will do the live drawing on Saturday. We're going to go live at 8 Eastern.
Saturday.
And
we didn't go Friday, too, after what I saw today.
Yeah. We're going to go 8 Eastern. We may run 9:15, 9:30 or so. We're going to try not to step on Fruitcake Tony's show time.
Right.
But we will be giving away the PRS McCarty 594 SE guitar for anyone that has been a member of the channel for 3 months. And when we do that show, we will make an announcement for the next giveaway, which will be coming up. So it will likely be another guitar, and we'll show off what we're going to do there. So we hope that everybody can join on Saturday. And I had mentioned earlier, let me get you off of there, Rob. I'm sure you don't want to sit there all soloed out.
With those dashing pretty eyes.
I
gotta
look
be on the right
distance, but from a distance, I look great. But you come up close, see all my 50-year-old wrinkles.
I have set up, let me see, stop that. Let me just show everybody here. Share screen. Right here it is. Share. And go back over here and right there. So everybody's names are loaded in already. They're ready to go.
That's
I wanted
cool.
to
Let me make it bigger. And can I read them off?
Sure. Can you see them all?
5150, Six Fingered Assault, Miles Cheers, John DeShane, Symmetry, myself, Brian Mooney, Guitar Man 45. Bo, you better be here, buddy. Actually, it doesn't matter, right, Ryan?
Channel member does not need to be present to win.
So if you win this time, Bo, you're going to get it no matter what. Just saying. All Dave, all night, or Knigget. Nelson Rodriguez, R2, R3, Locking Nut, Jimmy Ray Hawkins, Steve Franklin, Boner Jams, Andy Carson, the man, Ferd Burfel, the Grand Poobah, CC himself, Herb, a Firestyle, Rob Blackmore Official. It doesn't have all that in there. You just shortened it, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Leon Devil Horns, Rob Blackmore Official. Bocephus Mode. It's been a minute. Patty Dill, always in the chat. And our fearless moderator, Greasy Monkey Guitars. John, you want
Scroll
to
up.
There can be none greasy.
There can be none more greasy.
Jeff K.
You
Gary,
forgot Ed.
Did I forget Ed? God damn it.
Fuck Ed, he won another guitar already.
Right. Yeah.
I don't see him
Right.
yet. Where the fuck is Ed?
Right under,
Under Greasy Monkey Guitars.
All right, fucking Ed too. Yeah. That would be funny, actually. So where are we? Yeah, Gary Gitter and Randy Price, Jimmy Biter, Natalie herself, Paul Martin Woods, Bryce Regal, Hip Metal Works, Bruce, Mr. BHP, Jeff H, Blue Mox, Rick. Oh, God damn it, you're moving.
Sorry. Oh, that was not an official spin. That was not an official spin.
This is just a test.
Rick.
That
this
was
is just
not
a
an
test.
official
Oh,
spin.
Jesus.
Andy Carson from Chattanooga.
Only if you let John slide down your pole, fire pole.
Yeah, I've
Personally,
already
I'm
done
voting
that.
for Charles 75N. I'd love to see Doc get
I accidentally clicked on the stupid thing and it spun. That was not an official spin. We will redo that. I will shuffle things around.
Hashtag rigged.
So we will be doing that officially on Saturday.
I was wondering, and it looks like Ryan's put in some homework here. He's got the fucking. I was like, "What are you going to do? You have to go back. You have to look who members 3 months. That's a list. You're going through 90 some odd members to see who the 46 are."
Oh, it's pretty simple. YouTube gives you a list of your members, and it will actually sort them with how much time they've been.
Okay.
So there was one person at the very end. I think it was Patrick Trites that was 2.96 months, and technically that's not 3, but I went ahead and added him in there. So
Fuck yeah.
anybody that's been channel member for 3
he's a
months,
Canadian,
when
just
we
saying.
hit.
Why don't you worry about running your own channel there, Jay?
What's he saying?
Oh, spin it now.
If no new channel members can be entered in the giveaway, why not just spin that sumbitch now? Exactly. Worry about your own channel. Because we want to do a special show on Saturday.
Was Jay on the list?
Was Jay on the list?
Fuck no.
Do you see that boy's name in green? No.
Yeah, I know.
Kurt is, though. And Boner.
Kurt and
Boner's
Boner's
on
in
there.
it.
Yep, for
What
sure.
about Creep?
CC says, let's test spin it a few times, make sure it doesn't land on R2 at the end.
You know what? You don't want to jinx that kind of shit because it'll happen twice in a row just because you said it shouldn't.
Yeah. But it's ready to go. We're going to be doing that Saturday.
Can you pull names and stuff out of there?
Yeah, I can.
You should pull Trev and me out and R2.
Why? You've been channel members.
Hey,
Right.
if I win,
You're not
I'm
sending
going to
me
buy
the
a
shit
roadcaster
anyways.
with the credit. I'm just saying.
And that's what I'm saying, Trev. You know, if someone out of state wins it and we're not going to ship a guitar, maybe something else can be arranged.
I'm not sure on the exact value of what you're doing, but it'd get me close enough to a fucking roadcaster. That's all I'm saying.
So, you know, you guys are on the panel, but you're also supporting the channel. You're channel members. So as far as I'm concerned, you guys qualify for it. So
I'll take free shit. Don't worry about it.
you got it.
This fucker over here is looking at me like, "Hey, if you win that, it's mine, right?"
So yeah, everybody's eligible. Let's see. Kurt says we know Andy won't win. His name has already been selected. I'm going to repaste everybody's name in there, shuffle it, so everybody will have a.
Hopefully on Saturday I'll get to go through the whole list. I may review it a couple times just to make it flow a little faster.
Are these paywall giveaways from the Johnny Bean playbook?
No,
I don't know what that means. Paywall.
Where you have to be a member to win.
No. Well, the
Stay tuned,
first.
come back Saturday, and there's going to be another announcement for something different.
Yeah. The first one that we're doing here.
Well, it's not really the first one. What was that? The 1,000, or was it a special time of year when we gave it out?
Yeah. We did a 1,000 sub
three winners with different levels of gifts.
Yeah, we had 3 winners with some different levels.
Grand giveaway of the OU812 channel.
Yeah. No, if it was some kind of BS thing, it would be when we hit 100,000 subs, we'd give away a guitar.
Oh, right. Yeah, then I'll give away my stuff.
Yeah. So the next, I'll go ahead and say that the next level that we're going to give away a guitar to anyone or something of value.
Present in the chat.
That we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in the show. We'll talk about it on the show.
Come in Saturday. You'll see us hash it out.
Yeah. All right, boys. Let's see.
buddy.
Oh my God. I hadn't practiced
that's- I
that
mean-
since last time.
It's going to be my new favorite Alex Van Halen song.
Oh
You
my
be hot
God.
for teacher, but that one fucking kicks, man. He's just,
Oh, you get off the beat just a little bit, and it is so hard to find your way back into that. Oh my God.
It's like an escalator moving at fucking 30 miles an hour.
jump in.
I know probably a lot of you didn't notice it, but man, the beginning of that, it was just, I got behind it, and I was trying to catch up to it.
Jay noticed it and pointed it out, of course.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, dirty
Appreciate
fucking
it, Jay.
bastard. Yeah.
We'll see.
Let's get a
Jay-
TransTrem. Let's get a TransTrem in your hand, Jay, and see how you do.
Well, CJ, back in the day,
that
people
for
didn't
$1.
use click tracks when they recorded things and just relied solely on groove.
No, it's fun. Fun to play that thing.
Wow. Fuck, I love that.
Rob Blackmore showing his support. Member for 10 months super chat. Make it work. Oh, you A12. Right on, Rob. Thank you,
That
sir.
is a finger point alien versus the devil horns alien.
Right.
He's changed it.
See, Andy. See, Andy.
Sorry,
See,
fuck,
Andy.
hit the same comment.
Right.
Yeah, cheers, Andy.
Let
Thanks
it
for being
burn,
here.
Andy.
And
Let it
it could
burn.
happen. It could happen twice in a row.
No Man's Land said, loud ruckus cheers. I'm surprised he didn't throw the old fishing flag on me there on that one. 'Cause I was fishing for the beat there on a couple of those. Bryce Regal showing his support.
What does that mean to what?
7-month membership to say best Van Halen show on YouTube. Thank you, man. I don't know that I call us a Van Halen show, but
There's a common thread for sure.
yeah, we definitely have been inspired.
Influenced.
I mean,
Yes.
I don't know why he would, say that.
You fucking lunatic over there.
Obviously, I'm being facetious. Blue Mock says, when you hit 1 million subs, gonna give that away? No. No.
No, he's going to give me Claudia.
No. Not gonna happen. Tell you
How
what,
does
though,
that work?
if we were to hit a million
It's
subs,
going to be a fun ride, man.
if we were to hit a million subs, I would give away that ransom guitar with the TransTrem on it.
Fair enough. Well, I
How
mean,
about
even
that?
at 250,000, we're going to have a meetup in Vegas or something, or fucking Rob's house or whatever.
We'll have to, if it ever takes off, we'll have to find a common ground and like rent a hall or something.
Oh yeah, for sure. Rob, what were you saying? I
jam.
saw you perked up when you saw that giving away that TransTrem guitar.
You and I have been talking about that for a while. But
Yeah.
if I can
Yeah.
get Les Paul going and up to speed with the TransTrem, I don't know, man. I
Well,
think
see, here's where I'm at with that guitar. I like the guitar. It sounds great. I would prefer to change some of the pickups around a little bit, but the sustainer that's on it's really cool. It has its own thing that it does, and it's almost like if the TransTrem were dead on accurate all the time, you could play any Van Halen TransTrem song with that guitar.
Yeah.
Because anything that he ever did, sustainer or whatever, you could play it with that guitar. So it would be a Van Halen cover band guitarist's dream, basically.
sure.
But I'm like, if I were to sell it to somebody, I would be unhappy knowing that it's not 100%. They may get it and they go, oh, this doesn't transpose properly. He sold me a piece of crap, So,
Well,
I
Ryan,
don't know.
Ryan, give me like 10 seconds. I'm going to bring you back to your knees. I'm going to make you cry. Hang on. Because I have something I know you want. Hold on.
All right.
Uh-oh.
All right.
You know what I would like talking
Promo.
about this All Worlds tour or whatever?
Yep.
I would hope that they get lots of pro shot footage and they put together something like a Live Without a Net or, obviously not as crazy, but something that sounds really good and is, the best example of what they did all tour.
Right.
And maybe highlights of certain guests and stuff. And I think that'd be a nice bookend because I would think the ultimate thing for me would be to have Alex show up and Wolf show up and Dave show up and do a little something at the end or whatever the hell
One
it is,
televised show. I'll buy
or
a ticket.
something.
I'll buy a ticket for a live stream.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at this thing.
Jesus.
Plug
Call
that bad boy in.
1-900
Let's hear that
spanked.
baritone.
Yeah, Ryan, you want this baby, don't you?
Well, you've kind of inspired me that I would probably want to build my own now.
This thing is so much fun. I've been messing around with it for the last. Gosh, thing's heavy as shit. Oh, yeah,
Do you have spank worked out on that thing?
a little bit. Yeah, I got the intro down. Yeah,
Well, let's hear it. Let's hear
Yeah,
it,
man. Plug in. Let's hear that thing.
and my cordless just died. So.
My chord's in the other corner. Okay, R2.
R2, yeah.
He's the fastest guy to put down a guitar, Rob. You finish playing a song, he's already got it in the case, packed up in the fucking truck. It's like we're still going here.
I'm
Oh,
going to say one thing about this guitar, though. It is so uncomfortable to play standing up. The balance it's constantly pulling like this. I don't know why Ed only played one song on this live, only halfway through the tour. Because if you guys look back at the For Unlawful Color Knowledge tour, he didn't use it at all during the '93 Right Here Right Now tour. He played Spanked a handful of times in the '91 tour, and I would bet you because it's so heavy that way. The only way I can play this is sitting down like this.
Right.
it's like playing the lid of a piano.
Yeah,
Multiple necks. Happy birthday, Steve Vai.
it's like picking up a piano, putting it in your lap, and strumming on the freaking strings.
Right. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's
You have
super
to
cool.
counterweight it or
Now,
something.
what if you had a nice thick leather strap and you went shirtless? Do you think you maybe then could get?
No, I'd wear a shirt. I just wouldn't wear any pants.
Well, there you go.
6-fingered assault showing his support. Been a member for 10 months, and he's using that to ask, did Ed's double neck have the signature on the headstock?
Yes, it did. Yep. This was just like Ed's. Ed's looked just like this
So it was signature on both headstocks.
on both. Yep.
Very
Hey,
cool.
I will show you a picture on my phone of Ed's.
Can you imagine
Gee.
trying to do an Yngwie Malmsteen spin with that thing?
There you go.
Gene Splice says, come on, Rob, plug it in, spank it.
Yeah, I know. Not with these pants on. Okay. Where is it?
Just gonna see your knees, anyways.
So this is Ed's. This is actually Ed's. You can tell.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's got them.
Did he only have one of those? I was thinking that there were two colors.
True, we had a red one too.
Okay, there we go.
That doesn't look
Very cool.
Everybody's got to tap into their inner Jimmy Page every once in a while, right?
Yeah.
So are those guitars still at 5150 then?
Yes, they are. As far as I know.
I would assume so.
Yeah. Ed has
Have a good night, Herb.
double necks.
Say, Herb.
Hey, brother.
I got this one, and I got the yellow Diver Down Secrets double neck. Ed has.
That reminds me. We were watching the footage of the EVH Con, and somebody grabbed that guitar and was ready to play it, and there was some kind of technical difficulty or something. What was up?
Yeah, that was Joe Suma, the owner of the, and he played it 2 years before that because I brought it. He played Secrets on it, and I brought it down this last EVH Con, and he got it all set. And right before they were going to go live, he broke one of the strings on the 12 string,
Oh no.
and he couldn't play it. He gives it back to me. So actually, I have the guitar there. You guys want to see it real quick?
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
I haven't replaced the string yet, but I'll tell you, that guitar does play great. Stand by. Hold on.
Cool, man. I see. Randy could probably play that better than I could.
Cheers, Kurt.
What is Kurt?
He's been
Pissing
chatting
off.
at me quite a bit here in the chat here.
Oh, okay,
And when I'm
gotcha.
looking over here, like I'm looking in the middle, I'm actually looking at the chat in YouTube because it's dark mode. It's a lot easier to read than the
I wish they
hearing
could
me
do
StreamYard
this.
dark mode.
I wish they could do what?
Dark,
Dark mode in StreamYard.
mode. Right now, I've been using an extra wide screen, so I'm lit up. When I go full screen,
Yeah. And I think that's why they don't do it.
Exposure I'm looking for.
They're using it for the lighting.
Mm.
But some of us don't need that. We come prepared with our own lighting. You
I
know?
got a ring ding on.
Ring ding. Uh-oh. I know John doesn't like the way I play that.
That's okay.
Fuck John.
Man, that's a massive. There's the man, LC. Thank you, sir. Appreciate
Hey,
it.
brother.
Brother,
All right, let's see this thing.
Love that song. Dream
what
Catcher.
the hell? I love the double fretboard contrast thing.
That's nice, man. That's really nice.
I like that more than the last one, to be honest.
So this is the
it's a
Kramer.
Kramer aluminum neck. God
Yeah.
damn.
This is the Kramer double neck that supposedly was built for Weber, correct?
Yeah, it was, and then Ed decided he liked it, and Paul Unkert,
Wouldn't you? It's fucking cool.
Paul was one of the guys that I spoke to when Chris Hubbard and I built this guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Two of them, him and I, and he gave us a bunch of tips on it. But yeah, this is about as close as you're going to get to what the real one was. It was a 12 string on the top,
Awesome.
and a 6 string on the bottom, and it's a Schaller. I want to say is the best we can tell. It's a Schaller Badass bridge, and Ed had a Rockinger on the bottom, and I have a guitar with a Rockinger on it, but this one I couldn't find just the Rockinger bridge, so I put a Washburn copy on it, and it's got a Floyd Rose nut with no clamps.
Gotcha.
So that's the only thing that I did that was a little bit different. But this guitar plays, believe it or not, it plays great. And it's
Is it more comfortable than the other one?
you know what? Honestly, this one is much more comfortable than the other one because it's just the way that
Ergonomic.
It's not weight relieved like the other one.
Yeah. The other one with a longer neck, the baritone neck on it, being a little bit longer, I think kind of makes the balance go a little bit, down, like I said. But I'm telling you, I mean, Ed, he played this guitar the whole, I think he played the Jimmy Page model, the first leg of the Diver Down tour, and then the guitar came to him and he finished off the tour with it. And that was it. But I'm telling you, he has a red one too. Ed had a red one also. Scott Smith has a red one now, and Hubbard built that for him. That was a great one. It was 2 duplicates. The only difference with the red one is it had a hockey stick headstock versus the
Oh, okay.
I kind of would dig that, actually.
Yeah. But this is a great guitar. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely, Paul Unkert told me when he built this guitar, it was a one-off. Yeah,
There it is.
Yep.
There they are.
Yeah, there's the 2 of them.
And the Page over there, the SG.
Yeah, the Page, right? Exactly.
Very cool.
There's not a lot of these.
I had so many fucking cool toys, man.
Mm-hmm.
In his garage, in his studio. I mean,
Yeah.
And you see what's right behind the red double neck there, leaning against those boxes.
Oh yeah, Steinberger.
That's Stein soft case, yeah.
Soft case. Yep.
And I think one of the GL is right between the yellow double neck. If you look, you'll see it sitting there.
Fucking Van Halen sleuths.
Yep.
Look behind the yellow double neck, Kramer chicken hawk beak neck. Paul Unkert calls it chicken hawk.
Mhm.
All the striped, stacked up bodies.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
You know?
Now, did he ever have a double neck Steinberger that you know of?
I don't know of one. I know he had a double neck Kramer, which I have pictures. I can't show it on this show because I'm not supposed to show it, but he did have a Kramer red double neck pacer style. But I'm not aware of a Steinberger. That doesn't mean he didn't have one. I'm just not aware of one.
Mm-hmm. There was one picture that we were looking at one time. There's the Steinbergers. You see his 2 GLs right there.
Yeah.
There's one right in front of the speakers that are stacked, and then another one right to the right.
I don't see the one on the right.
It's behind the horn of that double neck
For
strip.
Christ's sakes, right?
Let's see.
No colored faceplate on it, eh?
There was one picture that I saw that I was like, is that a double neck Steinberger sitting there? Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, Brian, I know what you're talking about. Yep. Yep.
It may be on some other slides here. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Maybe it's on.
I can't tell you where it is because I don't know, but I know what you're talking about. I've seen it.
Yeah, it may not be on any of these slides that I've got here.
I think it's one of the pictures of the attic or his collection. I think it's one of those. It could be on vintagekramer.com. It could be. I know the one you're talking about now.
But it's like it's pictures of everything on the stand, and it's almost like there's 2 Steinberger headless, and it almost looks like they're too close together to be on the stand. But I don't know.
What would they be? A TransTrem and a what?
Well, it could be a 12-string and a 6-string, just like some of those others. It could have been a bass up top and a 6-string on the bottom. There's no telling. No telling.
That'd be the way to do it, though. The GL kind of save some real estate on the old gullet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I say do a GM on the bottom and a GL on the top.
There you go.
And that gives you your
go.
tops, right?
Yeah.
Natalie, pay attention. We got to
Find a picture.
Trev's looking.
Yeah.
You boys want to jam something? You guys have been sitting there with your guitar.
There's this.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, that's there's several double necks that are out there, but let me get Trev soloed out here. Black headless double neck electric 12 strings plus 12 string. What?
TransTrem 12 string?
Whoa. That'd be a neat.
I don't see that. I see 6 and 6.
Yeah. I don't know. Why would you go with?
It's like half guitar.
This
half
one
bass.
goes at a tune.
Well, the whole
Yeah,
guitar is
I
12
guess.
strings.
Yeah. You just strum them both at the same time. Bang.
It's the original gent
Look at that one.
guitars.
Bass on the
Yeah.
top, guitar on the bottom.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, and that's a TransTrem bass
Oh,
and
oh.
TransTrem. Wow. How rare would that be?
Aye. For sure.
Look at the size of those bars.
That's what she said.
Absolutely.
Like the bass one would get in the way while you're playing the other one.
Right?
Well, have you ever seen Steve Vai play that thing? And he's got like the harp and the
The Hydra, yeah.
Man, there's some crazy stuff out there. Huh?
Happy birthday, Steve. That's all I'm finding there are those 2. We're going to go back to that. We're going to switch this back to me.
Yeah, it's easy. I guess they count on all the strings. Yep.
The original 8 string.
In Kentucky, they call them handles.
Ryan,
Here in Kentucky, we call those handles.
waka, waka, waka.
Waka waka.
What you got, Randy?
I'm going to send it to you
Okay.
on the old
I suspect at this part of the
WhatsApp.
evening, Quentin is on his way into the crash pit at home. He burned hard today for a while, so he's probably sleeping. Well, you know what? I bet you those
Right.
Oh,
buggers are on the TED show.
Well, that may be
Oh, yeah.
two separate guitars.
Oh yeah. It's hard to see on a phone here, but
So they're next to the bass, to the left of the bass.
I'm seeing it right here. Let me get here.
Because it looks like there's 2 guitar stands, which I mean that would make sense. But
That's like super dark. Let me brighten this up a little bit.
yeah, it's kind of not the best photo, but
No, it's not. Right there looks like the 2 necks.
Go on, Ryan. Yeah.
And it's like they're too close to each other to be.
2 bodies can't get that close.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, they can.
And it almost looks like one of them is maybe a baritone or a bass. I don't know.
could see a baritone. Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
It's hard to tell. We can only speculate, right?
Ed was really kind of around that time is when Ed was starting to get into the baritone phase. That's when he did the that's right around the time he did the solo album with Sammy Hagar, Over the Top, for the Sylvester Stallone movie Over the Top.
Yeah.
Takes all
When
Ed,
it takes it all.
yeah. That was kind of getting into bass a little bit then, you know. I wouldn't know.
Yep, for sure. Well, I'm ready for somebody to jam something out. John, Randy, you guys want to do something?
What's Randy doing?
I'm looking for a brightened picture of that.
Oh. We can find it and post it up next Thursday.
Right. On the water rock.
I'm kind of wanting to hear Randy play some of that widdly stuff he does.
Some
Yeah.
Willy stuff.
Yeah. Play us a tune, man. Dance, monkey, dance.
All right, hang on.
Let's see that EVH Frankie modded guitar in action.
Where is that coming from?
Oh, that's just me plucking
Oh.
in here. CC keeps calling you Kurt.
His name is Thrombosis. Cece.
All right, Rob Blackmore asked for this like right at the very beginning of the show. He wanted the Maiden song, so I'll do it for Rob Blackmore.
All right, let's do it.
Cool.
Let's see it.
Rocket.
always awesome, man. Great job, Randy.
Thanks.
Very anthemic.
Oh, the ending of that's great.
That's awesome, man.
Whoa. Yep.
Incredible, dude. Awesome.
Blue Mox, when will you have other players on? This guy creeps me out. Sunday, other players.
Fine, I'll leave.
In your past, too, fucking Blue Mox.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for real.
That's right.
Well, he was stranded up in the Great White
I know.
North there for.
That's no excuse. Me and John pull it off. Fuck.
Charles says that was excellent. Rock on, Randy. Awesome Trev with the lighter. Six Fingered Assault. Did we say hello to Miles when he came in? Right on.
We did, yes.
Good to see you, Miles.
Miles rules.
In the chat, as opposed to in.
Says, but you need a Dave Murray guitar for that one.
No, I'm good. I got
You
an
don't
Adrian
think.
Smith, so. The Dave
man.
Murray guitar's only got 21 frets. I can't do it.
There you go. I wish that, man, Rob, I wish we could get you like plugged in, blasting.
I'll get there.
Couple rounds.
I can't wait to get plugged in. I can jump in and join you guys because I would absolutely love it. I sit here and watch you guys play, and not only are you guys awesome, you sound awesome. I'd love to be part of that. I gotta get my rig set up.
Cool, man. We'll get you there. So one of the things that I'm always interested in is guitar gear. Aren't we all? So seeing the little clips of the practice sessions and seeing Joe play the different guitars, and he is now playing that third power. What is it? Third power
Yeah.
amplification Dragon head.
Delana, yeah.
So I got on and I looked them up, and I'll just say that I was a little surprised when I saw the entrepreneur that owned the company and so forth, but we'll leave that right there. But anyway, I looked at the third power Dragon head, and I looked at the 4x12 cabinet that he's using. I'm assuming he's using it. And when I saw the cabinet, I was like, oh my God, somebody finally did this. Let me show you guys this. I thought this was one of the coolest things ever. I think it has gotten taken down here. Let me share it back again.
Is it the triangle?
No, it is not.
That's a fucking earworm, too, Randy. That's going on in my head right now, too.
Okay. Can you guys see that? Okay, maybe I can.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're going to have to read it a bit.
Does that help when I do that?
Yeah.
It does.
That's what I'm going to
Is
go.
a little bit bigger. Okay. All right. So this is the DG 412 cab, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm reading through this and I'm like, all right, so what's so special about this? And it says, well, the DG 412 cab is 4-channel sound capable. I'm like, what? What the heck does that mean? So here's what you can do is flexibility is ensured as the DG 412 makes easy work of wet, dry, wet, X pattern, dual 212, stereo 212, vertical or horizontal configurations, all within the footprint of a single 412 cabinet.
Fucking interesting.
So you can take this thing and you can run it as a mono cabinet, or you can run it as two 212 cabinets, or you can actually run wet, dry, wet in the same cabinet. Is that not just awesome?
That is
What
freaking.
about bleed?
We don't need three of them. We just need one of them.
You just need one of them. And you can do mono, stereo, or wet, dry, wet operation modes.
Right.
All right, so two top drivers are Celestion G12T75s, 16 ohms each. The bottom two drivers are ToneSpeak Manchester 1290, 16 ohms each.
My goodness.
The mono mode in 412, 330 watts handling. Stereo mode with the 212s is 165 watts per channel.
I think that's half parallel, half fucking series, right?
Single driver mode is 75 watts on the Celestions and 90 watts on the Manchesters. So I saw this and I was like, oh my goodness,
How much?
I've got to have one of those. And I looked up the price. It's
$3,000.
It's $2,000 for that cabinet.
Yeah. That's One of Dave's
But-
We'll
cabs.
build it. What, like
But-
200 bucks a
but-
speaker?
If you were using this to fill up a room with wet, dry, wet, I don't think that it would be
The same.
the same. Miking it would be phenomenal
Right.
Yeah.
because, you know, you get the mix in the mixer and in your headphones.
What about the bleed, though, from speaker to speaker?
I don't think you would have that much. I don't think
No.
you would see it. And
So
they
when
have,
it's doing
they
a
have,
wet by
they have
wet, what's it
microphone
doing? Is it-
isolators too.
Okay.
Left and right, and then 2 dry, or is it? It's got to be right. 2 dry.
It would be the top would be dry, and then the 2 bottom speakers would be left and right. Yep. But like I said, when I saw that, I was like, "What in the heck?"
So
I mean,
the
that-
one?
That would save a lot of footprint
Yeah.
for what I do in here.
You order one?
No, I didn't order one. I got really, really close
Yeah.
to ordering the head and the cabinet.
What's the head look like?
Let me pull it up. The head is right here.
Looks pretty big.
It is.
Very cool.
100
And
watt.
I'm not going to read through all of the features here. Everybody can look it up if you want.
6L
It's,
or
Back and
EL34.
it's either. I think it's either. It says right here quad EL34 output tubes for 100 watt power.
Yeah.
However, let me see. When you look at where was that? I was seeing some of the pictures of it.
No sound clips or anything.
Right here, it says power tube bias adjustment EL34, 33, or 6L6 GC40. So I imagine you can use either or.
What's your tolerance?
Oh, right.
Sorry.
But never mixed the 2.
Plus minus 3 millivolt.
I've got 3 sets of tubes that would fit in that amp.
There you go.
Biased, all ready to go.
So for the whole head and cabinet,
As we say in Canada, kit, cat, and caboodle.
Indeed.
the whole kit kat and caboodle,
Yes.
I believe it's close to $7,000 US
Jesus Christ.
for the whole half stack.
And that there lies the power of Joe Satriani, I guess, right? But
But all of the different features that are on this head,
yeah.
with the bypass boost, the low
Built
frequency
by
push, the presence, you've got so many more tweakability things other than just bass, middle, and treble on this thing.
Yeah,
You've got a vintage tone stack or a modern tone stack. Yeah, right here. So tone stack, modern or vintage, bass, mid, treb. You also have the Plexi Cascade switch, which gives you, you also got a gain switch, which you can use a foot switch for.
400 bump switch.
A 400 hertz bump if you want. All kinds of different tone shaping capabilities on
Very
that thing.
versatile, indeed.
They had she was on Tone Talk, and there was an amp called the Kitchen Sink, I believe.
Yep. Yep.
And I listened to a bunch of that. That sounded like a wicked amp.
So
But I stayed away from it because it's third power, right? Who are they? In
Well,
comparison to Dave or Sir or somebody like that, right?
Well, my mom and pop store I go to had a third power amp, like a 50 watt. It was like a voice, more like a Vox, like an
Okay.
AC 30-ish amp.
Yeah, yeah.
And he had he only deals really in used gear.
Yeah.
And he had, dude, that amp sat there for probably 2 years before he finally sold it.
Yeah.
But I played through it and it sounded like a Vox AC 30 with
Right.
just a little bit more balls.
yeah.
Right.
But it was very much voiced in that Vox aspect.
Yep. Now this is the same company that did what you were talking about, the triangular speakers,
Yeah. Yeah,
where
yeah.
they hooked onto each other and it made
Yeah.
the flat platform where you had your head.
Yeah.
And that was for a wet, dry, wet kind of rig too. But I kind of like the idea of that 412 there, saving some foot space. Just put your 3 mics on it, and you got your wet, dry, wet.
I wonder
Because-
how much bleed through you would get, though, right? At different volumes.
Well, that's what John was saying, but I think that with the microphone
Directional
right there,
mic, yeah.
Real.
yeah, and it all mixing anyway. Coming to your
Ambient,
mixer,
give it a boost, yeah.
yeah, it probably you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah.
It's funny on a side note, as Pete had a video for some reason, an old one that came up, a year or so ago. Best mic for guitar cabinets. I'm like, okay, sign me up here. It's like an Audio Technica 4050. So the Audio Technica's not. This is a
One
fucking
thing.
$1,200 mic. I'm like, fuck off.
SM57, FM, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Bo says, "Hey, I'll pre-order one. Looks good."
he will too. That's the funny thing.
He's got
Just
a Sweetwater
stick it up.
tablet going right now.
Bo's like, I need one of those, whatever.
Well, the only place you can get that is what is the name of the distributor? Banana something. You know what I'm talking about, Randy?
No.
Let me see. It's a place out of California, and evidently this is the only place that you can order them through.
Could be a bit of a hassle.
Bananas at Large is the only place that you can order it from. Yeah, the Third Power Dragon 100 amp head is $44.99.99 US.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's a.
Just buy a Soldano for that, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But I mean-
no. I think you were different thing altogether.
During my guitar journey or my guitar safari, John's BE 100 Deluxe was the ultimate fucking thing I've ever seen. And now we have 3 lava lamps, and he's going to be getting something different.
Let's see, that's what gas is all about, man. You get to a point where you're
I
like,
mean, we
gonna try
first met,
something
we
else.
sat there and we played like, here's your Fender. He gave me the demo. He gave me the Pete Thorne rundown of the amp. He's like,
Mhm.
here's the Fender sound. Here it sounds like the JCM 800. Here it sounds like a Plexi. Here, doing it. Yeah. Of course,
See,
with
that's the difference. Sounds
with the
like
greenbacks
it
and the
is.
vintage 30s and the
They're two
cab.
different things.
yeah. But that amp was Joe's request to this company to make him an amp that
So
sounded
it's like make them a list, right?
like the Live Without a Net kind of tone. So that's kind of like, it piques my interest a little bit because, that's my favorite tone as well.
Steep waters, man.
But then, I come in here and
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
it's like, do I need anything else?
If it's
Yeah.
not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah,
Right.
not broke, don't fix. Yeah.
I mean, there's only so much. There's only so much your ears can take in.
Yeah.
Especially through
So
the
much
digital.
your brain can process.
Turns out it's a lot though, Rob.
All right. Okay, I'll give you that.
I think better.
Six says, when I saw John's wet, dry, wet gear for sale, I assumed a samurai cut his hands off.
Uh-huh. I saw that too.
I don't think
So
all
what?
of the gear was for sale. It was just the head,
He
right?
sold the EVH pedal. He sold the H90.
Really?
Well, they're up for sale. I don't know if he sold them. Sorry.
They're it's going to be the same thing, just a little different.
So you
I
are
think
you
he's
are
planning
selling
to
the,
just use the
No, I'll still have
FM3
a
as
wet, dry, wet
back
setup.
and-
no, wait. Are you keeping H90?
Nope.
Okay. Has it sold already?
Nope.
Okay. I'll talk to you later. Is the EVH pedal still there? Or are you getting rid of it?
It's gone.
It's already gone. Okay.
No, I'm selling it.
Oh, you're selling it. All right. I'll
Yep.
talk to you later about both of those.
Yeah, no, what I'm going to do is get the head, and it's still going into the mixer, and it's still doing
Right.
all of that, but I'm coming stereo out of the Axe Effects.
You're going to use
So you're
it for
not
all of
using
your
the pedal
effects.
a lot anymore either?
Well, I'm going to have all my stuff going into the front of the amp, like my distortion and all that shit, and wah and all that stuff. But instead of having that, it's clunky back end compared to this. This is a lot easier for me in my current situation to deal
Good for
with,
the
right?
cockpit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it sounds, the effects are, you're never going to replace that SDE 3000, but the harmonizer is spot on. Anything I can get out of the H90. So it's just in my workflow, it works a lot better. But it's still going to be going into, 3 separate channels and like 3 cabs all mic'd up and all that stuff. Guys see a couple lava lamps.
Mesa Boogie 412 and what's the 212?
212's a Mesa Boogie. I got a Soldano 412 and a Agnator 412. It's a 412 cabinet, but it's got greenbacks in it.
You guys have no idea what it's like to sit in that room when that thing's going.
Next
it
one's
sounds like
be
it's
even
amplifiers,
worse.
but there aren't amplifiers because it's just a fucking whirlwind. Oh.
Randy,
Brian's all, I got
Randy.
a pretty good idea.
Randy knows too.
Yeah.
Yep. I think Ryan runs his volume a wee bit lower than you, though.
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
I think you're drawn outside when we're going.
I mean, we were conversing while his rig was going, so
If I was in the room talking with John while he was playing that, you would not hear me.
Yeah.
Well, put it this way, the cab's here so I can touch it. But if I want to hold a note, I just do this and it goes,
right.
it blooms into feedback.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hence the upgraded cans really loud.
I mean, we're what, 6 months into those headphones, John, with the fluffy pillows?
Yeah.
What are they? Sennheiser?
Aerodynamics.
Aerodynamic with the fluffy cushions. And they look like they're still pretty robust. I mean, they're holding up.
Oh, yeah, they're great. Yeah.
I still want that ATX 50, whatever, so, everybody else. But then I can wear it to 20s for an hour and a half. And then
what do I have?
What's
the other ones I have? I have this different ones than Ryan's, right?
You had the 40s, right?
So I still got them here, so you can take those for a spin if you want.
Oh, there you go.
20,
There you go.
40's better than 20, right?
That's always right. More's more.
Well, boys, it is 10:45. Been going for 2 hours 36 minutes. I'm about ready to get to bed so I can go to work tomorrow. So
GIF, all right.
Yep.
This part of the Thursday show is we just got to get through one more shift, and then we got a couple days to party.
Yep. Absolutely. So, you guys want to close it out with something, or are we just going to say bye? Call it a night. Randy's ready to go.
Randy's ready to roll.
But I think Rob is about ready to get on out of here. So we will say
You guys
good night.
rip if you want. Go ahead. I'll stick around if you guys want to rip one more.
Okay.
Right.
Go for
Wait.
it.
That's the spirit.
All right. So we're going to close it out with the old faithful, customary.
I'll learn how to play that fucking thing if it kills me.
All right.
Come on, Randy.
How do you get my level up?
for my dough. It's keeping you on your toes.
All right, everybody. Thank you for jumping in. Everybody on the panel, Randy, Rob, Trev, John, thank you guys for hanging out.
R2, thanks for being here, buddy.
Yeah, be here all week. R2 should be back soon, so we're hoping for it.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
Rob, great hanging out with you tonight. Always the door open for you, man, if you want to jump in with
man.
us.
Absolutely. Thank you, John.
Awesome guest, man.
Yep. Always a good time.
Ryan,
So we will, yes, sir.
John, all you guys, thank you so much for having me. I really, really appreciate it. I love watching you guys play. You guys are freaking inspirational.
Right on. Man. Thank you.
That last bit, not so much for me.
We're still having you here.
Well,
Double next. I mean, yeah, come on.
good stuff, man. Good stuff.
You guys got an open invitation anytime you guys want to come up to Massachusetts.
Cool deal. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen at some point.
Yes, sir.
Where the hell is
Bo's
Massachusetts?
house before Massachusetts, and I expect when we get to Bo's house, we're never going to
In the middle somewhere?
No,
It's
it's
above New York.
Way
Couple states
Oh,
above
okay.
New York.
Yeah. Over on
So
that
Toronto and then down.
side. Down and then over some more. Yeah.
It's like Quebec down.
Wasn't Massachusetts where the Trailer Park Boys were sending the drugs on the train over the fucking
Our Canadian culture reference.
Just the little boys in the trees.
Oh goodness. All right, I got to get out of here. See everybody Saturday when we will do the actual guitar giveaway. We'll have a little special show that we do. So make sure if you're a channel member, you want to see yourself win, be there, and we will announce the next giveaway that we'll be doing, and it will be for another sub count. So hope to see everybody over on Saturday, and then of course our Sunday community jam will be doing that. So we will see everybody on Saturday, and until then, what is it we say?
Go.
fucking love you all.
See ya. Bye.
Guys, love.
Ciao.
Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right? I'm gonna come looking for you if you don't.
See ya.